Welcome to the Granger Center for Simulation and Innovation located at NorthShore University Health System's Evanston Hospital. Our 16,000 square foot healthcare simulation and training facility is one of the largest in the Midwest and features both medical and surgical high-fidelity simulation spaces. With a proud institutional history of simulation dating back to 2002, our center opened in 2011 and has grown to meet the needs of approximately 5,000 learners per year. Our current lobby receives learners and is fully equipped to support pre- and post-evaluations, as well as flex into a debriefing space. There is a small kitchenette providing basic hospitality to foster a welcoming environment and an element of a safe learning space. Moving around the corner to the right are our main 2 classrooms that can accommodate up to 20 learners each. These fully integrated spaces feature minimal latency live feed audio-visual capabilities for observers or video-assisted debriefing and evaluation. Traditional didactics or pre-experiential instruction can happen in these spaces, as well as tabletop planning sessions, research collaboration meetings, or small skills stations. The breakaway wall between the 2 rooms allows for a large space for bigger learner groups of up to 40. The medical lab features 7 versatile dry lab rooms furnished to emulate real clinical spaces within the NorthShore system. 2 rooms on the left are often called Trauma 1 and Trauma 2, but are generically resuscitation bays to mimic the ER, ICU, or PACU, and have breakaway fourth walls and sliding glass between them. Moving down the left side of the medical simulation lab are 3 basic patient rooms that can be outfitted with office furniture or hospital furniture and are ideal for communication or standardized patient encounters or for smaller team mannequin-based scenarios and interventions. Computers with access to a practice platform for the EMR are available throughout in the event that ordering or charting are a learning objective. As you can see in each of these spaces, we have the capacity to accommodate mannequins that require an external air compressor and hardwiring, as well as wireless network capabilities for tetherless high-fidelity mannequins. In an effort to avoid negative learning, promote the fictional contract, and impact patient care, we use beds, crash carts, and equipment that is identical to that in our clinical environments. At GCSI, we practice how we fight. The right side of the hall features 2 ORs, which are ideal for large resuscitation teams, intra-op crisis training, anesthesia training, OR deliveries, and neonatal resuscitation. The control room allows for recording, monitoring of biofeedback, and indirect facilitator observation. There are 4 stations that our simulation techs have the ability to tap into any room through our Level 3 healthcare audiovisual technology. Within this core, a quick storage room holds the most commonly needed medical supplies for quick reset of scenarios and adaptation on the fly without delay. Making our way down the hall, we find ourselves entering the Surgical Skills Simulation Lab. The Surgical Skills Lab can be used as one lab with 15 stations, or it can be divided into 3 sections to allow 3 groups to work separately at the same time. 3 superstations, 1 in each section, have the capability to route video feed from that station to any or all of the 14 remaining stations. A wireless microphone and 14 pre-installed speakers provide audio broadcast. Each 15 square foot wet lab station is equipped with a surgical table and Mayo stand, a ceiling-mounted surgical light, ceiling-mounted 25-inch high-definition monitors, and ceiling-mounted gas supply lines or oxygen, CO2, nitrogen, and vacuum. With a special emphasis on minimally invasive techniques, this suite also features endoscopy towers, laparoscopy towers, and a Da Vinci robotic surgical system. Our fully functional scrub area is located between a second entrance to the locker rooms and the surgical lab. A third classroom situated just across from the surgical simulation space offers basic amenities and AV and is a staging or holding space during standardized exams or structured research simulation curricula. This space is ideal for groups of 10 or less. Each side of the simulation lab has dedicated storage spaces for models, mannequins, and medical supplies not in use to minimize hazards and distractions within the learning environments. The main storage room for the medical side also hosts the servers for our network and video recording. Throughout the labs and adjacent space, there are similar storage rooms for specific classes of medical equipment, such as ventilators and anesthesia machines, or procedural equipment not in use. External is a procedure room for static task trainer stations. We are in the planning process for redeveloping existing and new space to be able to accommodate more learners simultaneously. We also intend to make the space badge accessible 24/7 for mastery learning, just-in-time training, and to accommodate staff who work evenings and weekends. Our operations and research team have offices along 2 halls along the east and west perimeter of the Granger Center. There are 2 locker rooms with individually secured personal storage units with a shower, surgical scrubs, and restroom facilities. The office nearest the simulation spaces serves as a break room and facilitator workroom during transitions. The operations teams share an innovation lab for making synthetic tissues, developing new models, and prepping moulage. Thank you for this opportunity to share our space with you. When we aren't here, you can find us taking simulation on the road to any of our 6 hospitals or community-based spaces for in situ via our Simbulance, which is a custom-outfitted Type 3 ambulance that serves as safe transport for our mannequins and equipment, but also has an extendable awning and AV system for hosting on-the-spot training for things like layperson CPR or medical virtual reality. While our tenure here at NorthShore is well established, we are looking to the future and are grateful for the opportunity to train our teams to deliver healthcare for what's next.